Unity is muted. Now you go.
So, if everyone can mute, please. Well, yesterday there were people in these streets out here affirming the truth as they understood it. And there were probably some people driving by who were affirming the truth as they understood it, and it was different. But I think it's the importance of affirming the truth that gives us our sense of purpose as a spiritual community. Because today, everyone who's gathered for worship, is, including Unity of Payson, is affirming the truth as they understand it. And we are affirming that the divine nature is within us.
We will see you in a few weeks, and just
if you can all mute, please. Good. We are affirming that the nature of the divine is also something that's within us. And as it was the Christ who was honored and celebrated on what we call Palm Sunday, so it is we celebrate the Christ and the Christ within us. So that's a start for today. Breathe as we pray. God of all goodness, we have such a beautiful inheritance. All of the things that we are, all of the wonder of our creation, and the things that we don't necessarily recognize so much. Those divine qualities that are in us waiting to be expressed into the world. We are so grateful for this. And we allow them, those divine qualities, to flow through us into the world. I'm grateful for each one who has joined us today, those who are here in person and those who have joined us online. We are grateful, and so it is. We have an opening song. If you're here in person, I invite you to stand as you are willing and able, and we will sing together as... Well, is it? Oh, it's...
I can't pull it up because it starts automatically.
I'm just getting the Unity of Payson Sunday service. There we go. Hey.
I am one, simple and plain, no superpowers, no famous name, but I stand tall, 'cause I believe something greater has come alive inside of me. I have felt the Spirit stirring in my soul, deep in my soul. I will give love, I will speak peace, all because of the love hold of me. So wide open, so amazing, it takes my breath away when it occurs to me. In a world where so many feel lost, in a world where so many feel lost, in a world where so many feel lost, I know God. I know God.
Thank you. Please be seated. So I'd like to welcome anyone who's visiting with us this morning. I'm looking around the room here. You're not a visitor, but we haven't seen you in a while, so we're going to recognize you anyway. Lynn Charley is sitting here with us this morning. Good to see you, Lynn. So, if there are any new people online, I invite you to unmute and just say your name, and we can welcome and recognize you. Or Donna, if you notice anyone, please let us know. And it's quiet. So, we're going to go on. I'm going to say welcome to Unity of Payson. Anyway, to those maybe even who aren't here yet, we're giving gratitude for them in advance. If you're online, please note that we have a Monday e-newsletter. And if you'd like to receive that, you can put a contact or your email in the chat, or you can send a email to me at Neal, Neal, .unityofpayson@gmail.com. Lynn, there are some gifts around here on the craft. See this Lynn or that Charlotte, and make sure you get a gift, because we want to give you a little bit of a gift too. So if we can go on to our welcome slide, let's say this affirmation together. We love you, we appreciate you, we welcome you, and we bless the Christ you are. That from our Unity of Payson family. Time for gratitudes. We're grateful for your support of Unity of Payson, and we're grateful that you have experiences that you can share that enrich us all. And I'll bet there's some hands up there. If you're online, you can raise your virtual hand, or you can put something in the chat as a gratitude, and we'll get that as well. But go ahead, Betty. Betty's got the mic. And start with Charlotte. There you go.
On? Yeah.
Hold it close, Charlotte.
I am just grateful to be home.
Yeah.
So happy to be here with all of you.
And we're grateful to have you back.
I was down in the valley this week with my daughter and grandkids, and that was a lovely time. But I also, the reason I'm saying this is I also brought some fruit back with me. So there are some lemons on the table, and there are some grapefruits. And if you like grapefruits at all, these are the best grapefruits ever. And there's plenty of lemons, so please take them.
Thanks, Sue.
Yeah,
Who else?
this is Betty, and I just want to say thank you to Sue. We had a little mini retreat as a visioning retreat for those that could come about the future of Unity and where we might go and what the values and ethics and everything are. And Sue completely facilitated it down at Brahms. Once again, Ram, thank you so much for providing this space. And a lovely lunch, by the way. And another gratitude.
From another Sue. I just want to share that yesterday I went to the United Methodist Church and they had the Beeline Community Concert Band, which was really good. And today at 2 o'clock, the bells are going to, the handbells are going to play. They've been doing this for over 30 years here in Payson. And they're really great. And it's a free concert at 2 o'clock at the United Methodist Church today if you want to come.
Music, sound, so important.
Yeah,
And we don't have bells today, but we've got bowls.
And I do love handbells. I have been to handbell concerts before. Anybody else?
Payson is such a nice community. Yeah, you can keep that right over there, Betty. You stole my gratitude. I am grateful for the 10 of us who were able to sit together around a table. One of the best parts about it was that we just spent a lot of time in reflection. We did some visualization, we did some meditation, we went out and walked the labyrinth, what each of us wanted to do, because we wanted to be in that place where we could allow spirit to flow through us. And that was a really special thing to do that together. We didn't think of ourselves individually, we thought of ourselves as one, a symbol of our community. And it was a wonderful time. And you'll hear more and more about it, but I'm thankful for that too. So, I think that's it for our gratitudes. We'll go on to our prayer chaplains. Unity is grounded in prayer and affirmative prayer and meditation. And so we have some prayer chaplains, and we have some people that are here today from interfaith community that have been prayer chaplains for a long time too. And I want to mention, I think Chaplain Michael, I'm looking here, Chaplain Michael is online as well. Manny, who has done the training for our chaplains in time past, is here. And so we're so grateful. And Cindy. Okay, the list goes on. Prayer is so important and so effective. It sometimes gets limited by our belief. So I invite you to take these believing souls that are prayer chaplains and take advantage of them, because they're going to pray with you and they're going to believe with you for that which you desire. Whether it's health, abundance, relationship, whatever it is, that's going to be prayed for on a daily basis for 30 days. And then the request will go on to Silent Unity, where they'll be put in the walls of the prayer chaplain on the little cupola on top of the Silent Unity building. And another 30 days they will be held there. That energy and power of prayer is so great. So if you have a prayer need, if you'd like to take advantage of our chaplains, and they want to be taken advantage of, please tap them on the shoulder. If you're here, Sue and Betty are here in person. Donna's online. Mariana, I heard, was there too. Reach out to us. If you'd like us to pray with you individually, make sure we have your contact information so that we can do that. The prayer chaplains play an important role here at Unity Payson that's sometimes unseen, and I want you to be aware of it, and I want you to take advantage of it. So, we will go on and now as we look to our affirmation for the month, this is the last Sunday of the month, the 5th Sunday of the month. So we get an extra bonus today. That theme is in all allowing, and I'm going to have to move. I can't quite move it. I can't quite see it. Okay, you have it up there. I will say it with you, if you would. The theme for March 2026, together: spiritually letting go We clear good for good. Well, we are resistant. Letting be, we make space for good to unfold. Thank you. Today's speaker, Betty Daly. Well, UOP chaplains kind of means that Sue's going to get in on this too, and Sue is going to lead us in our meditation. As we move to that time, would you just quiet yourself, center yourself, as we listen to Blessings to the World. There's just a notice that came up on the, can Neil say something about the labyrinth? Somebody's put that in the chat. When we were down there at Brahms on Friday for our little retreat, I noticed in times of quiet, several people took advantage of going out to the heart-shaped labyrinth that was there. Another way to sink into that center of ourselves, where is our knowing, where is our inspiration and our insight. So we go on now to that time when we kind of quiet ourselves. And so as Blessing to the World is sung, or if you want to sing along, move to that place of quiet. And then our meditation will be given by Sue.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. I'm a blessing to the world. I'm a blessing to the world.
Get comfortable in your seats. Relax, let go of anything that might be weighing on your minds, and be present in this present moment. Peace. Just saying that word brings peace to our souls. We can have peace in chaos. Peace that transcends all understanding, is a choice. It begins within. Let us now breathe together, feeling that peace begin to move into our bodies. Feel peace rising up from the earth into the soles of your feet. Feel it moving up your legs, into your bellies, your lungs, your heart. Let peace rise up into your shoulders, down your arms to your fingertips. Feel that peace moving up your neck, your throat, and into your head. Your whole body filled with peace. That peace beyond comprehension, radiating, abiding peace. Sit for a moment in the silence and allow that peace to settle in completely. We come back now to the space and time, knowing that this peace is always available to us, anytime, any circumstance. As we become peace, we spread that peace. We are instruments of peace, and so it is.
Well, good morning, everybody. When you're short, you always have to adjust the world. Thank you, Sue. That was really lovely. And boy, I like having the bowls behind the meditation. I was thinking when we get our own space, we can do a recording of the bowls, and whether I'm here or not, that might be something we could put behind the meditations. So, anyway, thank you. And it was okay for you. Charlotte has a little bit of a sensitivity to loud bowls, so we had to play them a little bit soft today, which fit with the meditation. So, choosing peace in chaos. What an appropriate thing to look at. All month, Reverend Neil and Reverend Julianne have been looking at letting go and allowing in. And so we're going to kind of expand on that, go in a little bit different tack, a little different direction. So we all know we live in these challenging times. Everybody knows that. But I would like to start with to create some context for what we are living in right now. And what do I mean by that? So I'd like you to all just take a second here and envision something with me real quick. You're sitting in your house in the middle of the afternoon. All of a sudden there's this rumble and you notice the pictures on the wall are shaking and you're like, what the heck is going on? There may even some maybe booms going on and you're like, oh, did a transformer blow up or are we getting hit by drones? It catches you in the chest and you jump up and you rush out to the door to find out what's going on. And you open the door, oh, they're replacing the water mains in town. They're digging up. That's a shift in context. Before, you had no idea where that whole sound was coming from, and it gripped you with fear. And the minute you had some sort of context for what the sounds were that you were hearing, you were able to let go and relax. So that's what we're going to kind of look at here. So in your own life, how does major change show up for you? Usually does not show up when everything is peachy keen. Everything is going just according to Hoyle, as they say. It is probably not when that happens. Like perhaps when the death of a loved one, or you lose a job, or you make a major move. We are almost forced into major change. Well, the planet is no different. Group consciousness, global consciousness of all of humanity is going through change. And just like in your own personal life, this really needs to come about almost forced on us. You see people around the world rising up. I saw with the No Kings demonstrations around the world. Here in the United States, they estimated 8 million people showed up. That is the power of some group consciousness showing up for us. So as we become aware that we are part of this larger consciousness, this larger community, we recognize that we have an effect on the energy systems of the entire planet, and that the chaos that is going on is a necessary step to break down old systems so that they can be rebuilt based more on spiritual ideas. And so instead of holding what's going on as this, oh my gosh, this is scary, and it's no doubt suffering for a lot of people, and I weep for that. And at the same time, I have this bigger picture, myself I hold this, that this is a birth process for the planet, that a higher consciousness is coming on. And just like a woman in labor, no, labor pains are not fun, but you get a baby when you're done. And so we are all part of this birthing process. And so I hope that helps you have a better context for what's going on the planet, and maybe perhaps not hold it quite as scary as it might feel right now. We also have the added stress of energy systems. We think that we're kind of separate from the sun. Okay, it gives us some warmth. Or all the fireballs. I don't know if you've been watching the news. There have been fireballs falling mainly on North America, which is kind of interesting. We've been having more earthquakes and more volcanoes and all of that. And that affects the energy field that we all function in. It affects our energy fields. And so part of the stress that you might be feeling is in the actual energy field. And so we're going to look at a few things you can do to kind of help calm that down. But it's important to start this with this context of something bigger going on than the individual things going on in Congress. And so in this time, and this question comes from Tom, so thank you, Tom. Ask yourself, why am I particularly here at this moment in time? Because I believe we have choice about it. We chose to be here. And I suggest that not only are we here to witness this rebirth time for the planet, but that it is our own evolution also. As we hold compassion and neutrality and hold the light, that reverberates out. The 8 million people yesterday that were holding that light shifts the consciousness. It is this mess. It's no different than us doing our own affirmations. It's a signal to the universe, we are ready for change. We want to go in a different direction, whether it's the environmental systems or the legal systems or the healthcare system, they all need to be revamped. So as we hold this place of compassion and peace, that does affect it. So don't underestimate your own individual power, that you have an effect on the world around you. As you walk past people in the grocery store, your energy fields affect each other, and we can radiate that out. And remember that God isn't going to do this for us. That's just not how the universe works. God works through us, and he gives us, he, she, source, gives us opportunities to discover what peace is in our own individual life. And out of discovering a centered peace for ourselves, we then can radiate that back out into the world. So that's what we're going to look at today. And I hold that as one of our human superpowers. So we're going to look at, wouldn't that be a fun movie from Marvel? The superpower of holding peace. All righty. So first of all, a lot of us need, myself included, need to drop out of our head, back into our bodies, into our hearts. That's where present moment resides. In your head, you're like, oh, the past, and oh, the future, and oh, all of that. So we need to drop out of that. And we get so wrapped up in those circumstances that sometimes it feels like, oh, this is impossible to find peace in this situation. So first of all, I have a little tip for you, and then we'll go into some other points. But this will help you get out of your head to drop into the body where present moment resides, into that heart space. And I learned this, my friend, she was a psychotherapist, oh gosh, must have been like 40 years ago, when I was in another women's group, and she shared this with us. So it's called 333. And you can all do a little mini session here right now. So when you're really triggered about something, or maybe even in a panic state, name 3 things you see. So I see the bowls, I see a clock on the wall, I see a fire extinguisher. Then identify 3 things you hear. So I hear the traffic outside, I hear the heat pump go on, and there's a slight rustling of fabric here in the room. And I just heard a little gurgle off the coffee machine. Then touch 3 things. So this is bumpy. This is smooth. My dress is soft. When you do those 3 things, it forces you to be back in your body. So just that's a little tip for if you're in a panic situation, 333, and it'll at least anchor you back into your body. Now let's everybody take a nice deep breath. So now we get on to some, you always have it, well, this is in the middle of the talk, but you always have at the end of your talk, how do I do these things? Yeah. So, first and foremost, please reduce your digital screen time. You do not need to know what is happening every moment of the day. You don't need to check it 10 times a day. Oh, what did they decide in Congress? What did they do here? You do not need that much screen time. You want to be informed, but not consumed by it. So notice what your particular triggers are and make a game plan as to what you're going to do about it. If you have to be around someone that always triggers you, figure out how your mental state before you go into that particular situation. And resist the urge in these times to go into doom thinking. That is a sure way to drop out of peace. Again, hearken back to the context. This is a bigger transformation going on. We are all individually going through transformation, but this is also the planet. And yes, when you've gone through big change, it was not pretty. We all have gone through those big changes in our lives, myself included, many times. So one of the things that holds us in that fight or flight is the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is the biggest nerve in your body. It comes out of the base of your skull, right here, medulla oblongata. It is the 10th cranial nerve. And it comes down from there, wraps around your vocal cords, moves down along the spine to your heart, your lungs, continues down into your whole digestive tract. When I was at the doctor's office, I saw this all the time. People would come in after car accidents, and their vagus nerve would be locked in that space of not feeling safe, feeling attacked. And as we worked with them, it was a matter of relaxing that whole area so that the vagus nerve can relax. And one of the, besides getting a really lovely massage, one of the easiest ways for all of you would be, first of all, let's everybody take a nice deep breath and sigh audibly. Anything you do to help stimulate the throat, the vocal cords, calms down the vagus nerve. So whether you are humming or whether you are singing, this is why the monks in the monasteries and the nuns and even the people in our choral groups here, Phyllis, they all sing. And when they sing, it boosts the immune system. It lowers your blood pressure. It does all kinds of wonderful things. So put on some oldies, sing around the house, or hum. You're doing the dishes, hum away as a way to help calm the vagus nerve. And then it calms you down enough that you can go into a state of meditation and visualize a more peaceful place. Create those visions of how you want our world to be and make them concrete. Feel what that's going to be like when that begins to show up for us and how we will all feel, now we can exhale. All of us sort of emotionally been holding our breath. So besides the singing and listening to music, you can come to the sound bath. A lot of people drop very deeply when they are exposed to the frequencies of the bowls. And then a couple months ago, you gave us that questionnaire, Reverend Neil, on what are your gifts. And I don't know if you still have that or if you are in touch with what some of your gifts are, but the act of giving your gifts forces you into present moment. So whether you are writing or whether you are painting or maybe you are an awesome cook, whatever it is, do that in preparation then to go out into the world and give those gifts. But it helps you be present as opposed to worrying about what's going on someplace else. And then, of course, we have all kinds of body movements. And I like a sign here in the back. action absorbs anxiety. We'll get to that part. Grounding on Mother Earth really helps calm our energy systems down. The frequency coming off the planet is a standing resonance of 7.83 hertz. It fluctuates a little bit depending on if you're having a lightning storm or not. It just so happens that the frequency of our own brain in alpha state is between 4 and 8 hertz. So being grounded, touching a tree, standing barefoot on the ground helps the energy flow through our own energy fields. We have a torus field, comes down from the top and rotates around. More complicated than that, but it enters into our own energy field. So please get out in nature. Go for a walk, whatever suits you. And then, of course, hang out with other like-minded people. Seek your friends for support. Read uplifting material. Please don't read doom and gloom stuff. I know it is tempting. I know you want to find out who said what. Not helpful. Read something uplifting. Okay, so now we've done all these steps, assuming you're nice and quiet and relaxed, peaceful. Then you get to ask yourself, what is mine to do? The answer in a short term is following your passion and giving your gifts. And so maybe you're the one that cooks and distributes muffins to your neighbors, or just spend time with them and have a cup of tea. Maybe you paint and you could donate a painting for an auction. Or you've written some really lovely poems and you post them to share with the world, or go to the writers group and share it. Smile at people. How many times have you been in the store and everybody in the store has a sourpuss look on their face? So you can go through the store smiling and radiating the peace that you now experience because you've made these conscious choices to stay in a balanced place. So we are here to be sacred observers of this transformation, our own transformation and of the planet. It is a birthing process. And we choose to be here at the balance point, in between the two extremes. We are aware of the extremes, but we choose the balance point. So we create and hold our intentions for a more peaceful world. We grow with the opportunity that has been presented to us as it challenges us to choose peace over and over and over again. A choice to be more centered, to help our world come back into balance. Just remember, we chose to be here. We have gifts to give that will help this process. And be grateful for the opportunity to have such an impact on the planet and in your own life. Remember to always shine a beautiful Christ light out into the world as you walk through it, through this time of transformation. And so it is. Namaste.
Thank you, Betty. I kind of like this. Let's do this again next Fifth Sunday.
Sit and enjoy.
And you've had an opportunity to experience the bowls, and if you would like to do that on a little bit higher level, take advantage of the sound bath when next we have it. We'll make sure it's in the announcements. I just want to say, as you were talking, Betty, I'm saying, We did an exercise at Ram's on Friday, and we found out what our values and priorities were as a collective. Those 10 people sitting at that table, representatives, of course, of Unity Payson. And you know what? I'm remembering 4 of them right now. Love, creativity. Oneness is the other one.
Yeah, love, oneness, creativity, and
Service and purpose.
service and purpose. Thanks, Sue.
That was a good exercise, and I'm glad we're remembering them. We're going to bring that up more and more. But thank you again, Betty, for sharing with us in both ways. Unity of Payson is a source of spiritual nourishment. It's a source of community wherein we lift each other up. And we are grateful for your gifts that allow this ministry to continue. We'll be taking an offering in the moment when we're in that time when we do special music, and the basket will come around. And again, we will appreciate your gift as you have a little opportunity to prepare it. Also, in our talk about the future, we have talked about creating a fund for our new home. And one of our members had said, to support Unity of Payson long term, let's get started with an endowment. So there are some ideas that we're going to be sharing with you more fully. We have to work on putting them together and how to make it all work. But that is so appreciated, so important, and so blessing to those of you who are able to give. You'll see that receiving come back to you. So I think as we do this, we also appreciate your time and your talents in addition to that treasure. So we want to appreciate that. So as we go into our song and the basket is passed, please do that in a heartfelt way. And go ahead, Tom, we'll do that. Oh, we're going to do our... So you can tell I'm not too good at this platform stuff. Together, let's say our affirmation. Freely we give, and freely we receive.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I never knew. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Ooh, yeah.
So do we have those offering baskets? I'd like to bring them up here and bless that offering. Rick, do you have them back there? He doesn't have his earrings in. Somebody rescue those baskets and get them up here. Charlotte, can you do that? We want to bless this offering. Thank you. Yeah, come right around behind the table. Don't play the bowls on the way by.
Tempting.
So, there we go. So take just a moment to bless these gifts, to see with eyes of faith the growth and the movement forward and upward of Unity of Payson, this wonderful spiritual community. See that opportunity you have to give as something for which you are grateful. You can contribute. See that, allow that receiving that comes as a part of the cycle of giving and receiving. We are so grateful, and so it is. Thank you. So we have a new theme coming up because April is a couple of days away. The theme for April will be the sweet flow of life. And you'll have to be here all 4 Sundays to figure out what that really means. No. We have also the affirmation to go with that. And if you would just listen to this, we're going to be saying this again and again. Rolling away the stone of limitation, I awaken to the light of God as me. What was hidden is revealed. I am alive in spirit now. Next Sunday, it will be me again. My title is Rolling Away the Inner Stone. Let's go on to our upcoming events. Here's some announcements. We'll start with, we've been observing a moment of prayer and silence and reflection at 7 o'clock evenings. A number of you have been doing that. And Cal brought it up at our retreat and reminded us that that's one way we can give back. That's one way we can move forward. That probably is complete, but we're not going to be complete with the idea of prayer on a regular basis. So that'll take a slightly different form. So if you've been praying as a part of your practice at 7 o'clock, just being quiet for a moment, add to that Unity of Payson and our vision as we move forward and as it develops. Next, Terry's going to be here after the service. She's waving over here. I'm not going to try to tell you all of what about it. It's about 4 energy gates, Qigong. There's movement involved, there's music involved, and go find out from Terry exactly what's there. Terry, you're going to get started, but about whenever we're ready, 20 minutes or so. You're going to need some time to socialize, but Terry will be leading that. Then of our regular things, morning cafe, 9:30 Saturday morning. It's a wonderful, enriching, sometimes very insightful time for just 30 minutes. If you can, please join us at Morning Cafe. Then Saturday Soul Boost will start again for the first 3 Sundays, before the first 3 Sundays of the month. So it would be the first 3 Saturdays this month. And we welcome you as we consider the message to come and help to flesh it out and get started with it. Okay. I want to emphasize the next one. There's a full moon circle led by Manny and Rev J. I don't know which one. I put Manny first this time because I just see a lot of Manny in that. I was able to attend the last one, full moon circle, and enjoyed it. So if you've not had a chance to do that, it's on Zoom, but you have to go to the link for Interfaith Community. So put in your computer www.interfaithcommunity, and there's a hyphen between faith and community.org, and you'll see there the information to join on that. If you have any question, you can always get a hold of me and I'll send you the link. Great. P.S. Not a lot for P.S. today. I've been up here talking enough anyway. But grateful again for our retreat that we had on Friday, and grateful for all of you in this community, this spiritual community, Unity of Payson. So glad you're here with us. We're about to close the service, and as we do, if you're here in person, I invite you to stand. We're going to sing our prayer for protection and the peace song as we close. So, would you please stand? And Tom, go ahead and give it to us. That's didn't sound right. There we go.
I am the
Light of God, I am the love of God, I am the power of God, I am the presence of God, wherever God is, God is. You are the light of God, you are the love of God, you are the power of God, you are the presence of God, wherever you are, God is. Now together. We are the light of God, we are the love of God, we are the power of God, we are the presence of God, wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Now the peace song. Grab somebody's hand if you'd like to, as we sing.
Yes,
There is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that is meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me, and this is the moment now. With every step I take, this is my joyous vow. I take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Wait, and I thought of something that I forgot to say. Next Sunday's Easter.
Yes.
Wear your Easter bonnet. That's instructions from my wife. Wear your Easter bonnet and put on put on something to celebrate the situation if you're a guy. Anyway, plenty of cookies and goodies back there. Please do socialize, and then if you're so led or join